Hi, I'm Ray, Chubby Ray Comics. I don't get single issues. I collect collected editions, trade paperbacks, and omnibuses, and I love them, and I love talking about them, and I hope that you enjoy watching or listening to me talk about these books because it's just something I enjoy doing. I get questions all the time. People ask me, Ray, get me started. Give me something that I could get. And so I'm going to recommend something to you this is complete everything. You will, if you get this, you'll have all of it, all right? And that is Ghost Machine. Ghost Machine is a universe inside the Image publication. So Image distributes these books, but it's all done by a company called Ghost Machine. And here's some of their offerings. Geiger. Geiger is a great, great book. It's about a guy who was caught in a nuclear explosion, and he is given powers by this nuclear explosion. He's a radioactive man, Geiger, and you can get his origin story in Volume 1, trade paperback. And I'll tell you, it's a sad story. It's a sad story, and it's a compelling story, though. When you read it, it's great. You really get engrossed in the character, and this is one of the. You start reading this book, there's the bad guy in Volume 1. You start reading this book, and you get so it becomes part of you, and it's a quick read because it's so good. I'm telling you, Geiger, Volume 1, fantastic. Here is Volume 2. That's when they introduce the Nuclear Knight in Volume 2, and the Nuclear Knight's sort of like the Nuclear Knight is Geiger's sidekick. And I compare him to like Guillermo on Jimmy Kimmel's show. That's who I compare the Nuclear Knight to, at least in my eyes. That's what I see him as. I really like the character, and I like the character of Geiger a lot. But you get to learn about the Nuclear Knight in Volume 2. You also find out about Geiger's dog. Now, Geiger's dog is very cool, and he's a minor character in Volume 1, but he becomes a major character in Volume 2. And I'm not going to give you any spoilers about the dog. I won't give you any spoilers because you'll just want to learn. You'll want to learn about him yourself. But he's a great dog, and he's big in Volume 2. And I don't know if he's in Volume 3 because I haven't read it. But however, there is a Geiger Volume 3 from Ghost Machine, and it looks fantastic. I just got it, so I haven't really read it yet, but I loved Volume 1 and Volume 2. I'm sure this is going to be great. Now, Geiger is written by the GOAT, Geoff Johns, and the art is by Gary Frank, and Gary Frank's art is fantastic. Gary Frank was the guy who, did you read The Doomsday Clock by Geoff Johns? The art was by Gary Frank. If you read Superman and the Legion of Superheroes, the art was by Gary Frank. If you read Geoff Johns' Superman, the art was by Gary Frank. He's a fantastic artist. He's the artist in Geiger, and it's fantastic. There are 3 volumes of Geiger, Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3. And 1 and 2 are great. I haven't read 3 yet, but I flipped through it, and it looks fantastic. I will give it a solid read this weekend. Also from Ghost Machine, there's this guy, Junkyard Joe. Now, he's part of Geiger as well, but this story is this is Gary Frank drawing and Geoff Johns writing again. And this is the story of Junkyard Joe, who is a robot who was in the war. And it's best left to find out yourself, but he's a robot who was in the war, and so he got to know fellow soldiers, and when the war is over, he's just supposed to go away, do something else. However, he's still around, and he ends up finding one of his friends. And I'm telling you, it's a good story. Junkyard Joe should not be as good as it is. It just should not be that good, but It's an interesting and compelling read. Junkyard Joe, Volume 1, is available, and I'm not sure why I like this, but I do. Another book you get from Ghost Machine, Rook Exodus. Rook Exodus is a very interesting book. This takes place in the future. This takes place hundreds of years into the future, when the world that it's on, has gone to hell. It's dystopian, and Rook Exodus. I'll show you what he looks like. Rook Exodus is very, very cool. Now this is Jason Fabok and Geoff Johns. Jason Fabok's art is fantastic, and his art in Rook Exodus is amazing. The story's really good. The story's very good, but it is truly a great book. You will not be disappointed buying any of these books, either Junkyard Joe, Geiger, or Rook Exodus. Here you go. I'll show you another. Here's another page. Look at that. Look at that art. Jason Fabok is fantastic. So this trade paperback's available. And now, the pièce de résistance. The cream of the crop for Ghost Machine. In my opinion, this is the best trade paperback that I've read in a long, long time. I love this trade paperback. It's the last Ghost Machine property I'm telling you about. It's Redcoat. Redcoat is Geoff Johns and Brian Hitch. And it is just unbelievable. This is an amazing book. It's about a soldier in the Revolutionary War who's fighting for the wrong side. He accidentally receives powers. He gets powers that are intended for someone else, okay? And he accidentally stumbles into them, and his power is immortality. So this book starts during the Revolutionary War and then picks up in the early 1900s when he gets a sidekick. And I will not tell you who the sidekick is because you need to find that out yourself. That's a spoiler that I will save. I'll not tell you. I'll let you figure it out for yourself. But he gets a sidekick. If Redcoat's Batman, his Robin is unbelievable who it is. It is fantastic. This story is so good. It's going to make... I'm sure Geoff Johns has got to have sold the rights to it. It's a fantastic story. And I'm sure that there's going to be a movie about this or something. It would shock me. It would shock me if he has not sold the rights to somebody to make this. It will be an incredible cross between Back to the Future, Indiana Jones, and just so much greatness. This book is filled with everything. I'd love to see it on the big screen. But these are just some of the... These are some of the offerings from Ghost Machine. I think they are... I really think Ghost Machine might be the best up-and-coming comic book company out there. It's distributed by Image. It's great. And it's Geoff Johns writing with Gary Frank, Jason Fabok, Brian Hitch on art. And that's just some of the guys. There are other books that haven't come out in trade paperback yet. But my advice is get these paperbacks. Get these paperbacks. And that way you'll be started on Ghost Machine and ready for the future. It's Geiger. 3 volumes of Geiger, Volume 1, 2, and 3, Volume 1 of Junkyard Joe, Volume 1 of Rook Exodus. It's on a different world, but same universe. And then Redcoat, Volume 1. Amazing. These books are amazing. You will not be disappointed. Trust me when I say get Ghost Machine books. You will not be disappointed. It's Ghost Machine. Check it out. I'm Chubby Ray. Please like, follow, and check me out for more videos. I try to post really often, to the point where you're probably sick of me. But anyway, thanks for watching. Have a great night, everybody.